Chelsea have just signed Gittens, and I don't understand the disrespect around his name. Like, he's only 20 years old, and he already has one of the best traits any winger could have. He knows how to create his own goal-scoring opportunities. This dude scored a few bangers last season for Borussia Dortmund, carrying the ball into the opposition box, taking on his man, creating that half yard, putting the ball into the back of the net. What more do you want from a winger in the modern game? Like, people forget last season was his breakout year, and he had to play under two different managers, of two different philosophies, of two different formations. His responsibilities on the pitch changed halfway into the season, and he still had a relatively good campaign. He was ranked second best behind Florian Wirtz for dribbles. He was ranked fourth for carries into the opposition box. And the one thing about this dude, he gets himself into good goal scoring positions 9 times out of 10. It's all about refining his game and getting him to convert those opportunities into goals. Like last season, Chelsea had themselves a winger that wiggled his tail 5 times before passing the ball backwards. This dude is an upgrade.
I've talked many a times before about how I'm a fan of Jamie Gittens to Chelsea. This is a player that I've mentioned before that I would take as a winger option, and I've gotten a couple of questions asking why I rate him like that. The reason why is because of his stylistic fit and the numbers he's been able to put up despite limited game time. Chelsea's system, Maresca's system, it basically isolates the winger with the opposing fullback and lets them go at that fullback the whole game. The problem is Jadon Sancho didn't really fit Maresca's system. I don't know why he was brought in. Then you have Neto and Madueke, 2 incredibly inconsistent dribblers who just failed to get past their fullback time and time again throughout stretches of games. You'd put together their dribble attempts and they would maybe have 1-2 successful dribble attempts. That's pathetic. Meanwhile, instead you have Jamie Gittens, who is able to put together pretty impressive numbers. He scales pretty well with some of the best dribblers, not just in the Bundesliga, in the world. I mean, he's putting up numbers comparable to Jeremy Doku and Lamine Yamal. I know people will automatically shut their brain off at this point in the video because I'm mentioning stats and underlying numbers and all that stuff, and I get that people hate that. But to act like this just means nothing is insane to me. To act like him scaling to players like Barcola, players like Yildiz, players like Nico Williams, players like Rafael Leao, to act like that just means nothing is crazy to me. Because graphs like these and numbers that I showed before, they don't say that Jamie Gittens is as good as Leao or Nico Williams or whoever. It says that he's got a lot of potential that can be unlocked by a better system that doesn't play like this. A system that completely robs Jamie Gittens of his strengths, even if he does play. Is the fee high? Yeah, it is. Is he the finished product? No, he's not. Are there going to be moments of inconsistency? Yes, there will be. But a player that's as talented as he is, in the system we have, I think it can really work out.
Fabrizio has been really good in this situation regarding Jamie Bino Gittens, and has put out this today. Chelsea are now close to completing Jamie Bino Gittens' deal from Borussia Dortmund. Direct meeting has taken place with Borussia Dortmund in the United States. Both clubs are in the United States competing for the Club World Cup. I know he does not say that here, but that is where those talks have been dealt with. David Ornstein said that. Chelsea maintain a 7-year deal agreement on personal terms with Jamie Bino Gittens. Better camp. Bino Gittens wants to move, despite links with Bayern Munich are not confirmed, despite reports. Wants to move as links with Bayern as links with Bayern FC Bayern move are not confirmed despite recent reports. This is his tweet. That other one was his Facebook post. He goes, despite links with Bayern, Chelsea are close to completing the deal for Jamie Bino Gittens. Understand direct meeting with Borussia Dortmund took place on Monday while they were in the United States. Chelsea maintained a 7-year agreement with JBG, who wants to move. Talks are underway began between the two clubs. This is a difficult one because he won't join up with Chelsea for the Club World Cup. Chelsea play tonight against El Tunis, the team from Tunisia. Chelsea win it. They play Bayern Munich in the next round, in the round 16, which would mean Harry Kane, Michael Olise. Oh Jesus Christ! Jamie Gittens will not be able to be part of Chelsea until after the Club World Cup. So Gittens is currently in America with Dortmund for the Club World Cup. Chelsea are also in America for the Club World Cup. Bino Gittens, you would probably think it's pretty simple. He just has to drive, sent over to where Chelsea is. That's not possible. He is a registered player for the Club World Cup with Borussia Dortmund. Chelsea cannot re-register him as part of their squad. So Jamie Bino Gittens will play in the Club World Cup with Borussia Dortmund, and then after that, he will become a... Maybe he doesn't play the rest of the Club World Cup with Borussia Dortmund if Chelsea sign him. Maybe he goes on holiday, considering he won't be a Borussia Dortmund player anymore. Maybe he goes on holiday, unless Chelsea and Dortmund agree that until the end of the Dortmund's stay in the Club World Cup, he will play for them. Maybe that's what they're going to do. Or maybe he goes on holiday, joins up the squad for pre-season, which will be end of July, maybe start of August. I don't think they're going to America. Chelsea have put out some games for their pre-season, but they haven't stated where many of them are. There's one against AC Milan at Stamford Bridge, which is going to be an interesting one, considering Mike Mignon will be, if he's not a Chelsea player by then, will be in goal. Maybe Chelsea and them being in the same area means Chelsea do speak to AC Milan again. I have no idea. I think they will. Honestly, all this saying that they're not going to do something, I think Chelsea will do something, especially considering the recent reports with Robert Sanchez possibly leaving for West Ham, considering the link with him and Graham Potter. Jordi Petrovic, I think he's leaving no matter what. I think Chelsea end up selling two keepers. They bring in one. Penders goes on loan to Strasbourg. Petrovic stays as the backup and be the backup to Mike Mignon, possibly. I think that's the way to go if they do it. This is the thing. I said this for Chelsea fans that are in America. Stick up a sign. Voice your anger. You voiced your anger on Twitter yesterday over not wanting Garnacho. Do the same. Voice your anger for them not getting Mike Mignon. Please, do something. Anyways, it seems that this deal is pretty much going to be done. A lot of people won't be happy, I don't think, with how much they're going to pay for him. Dortmund, I think they're around 50 to 60 million euro. Is he worth it? I know there was a talk this morning that came out from Manchester United that they value Garnacho at 70 million. That shit ain't happening. Chelsea also interested in Malik Fofana as a backup. I've seen people on Twitter talking about linking Chelsea with Kenan Yildiz. Currently, he remains at Juventus. I know Juventus want to let him go. Juventus are more likely to let go of Dusan Vlahovic and Douglas Costa instead of Kenan Yildiz. He's only 20 years old and he's a young, great player for them. Chelsea are not looking at him currently, but they are getting closer to sealing their English international from Borussia Dortmund. Guys, let me know in the comments what you think about this move and possibly being almost done. I'll see you all in the next one.